It was supposed to be a typical morning, the kind where you drag yourself out of bed, stretch, and maybe plan a lazy afternoon ride on your ATV. But as you stepped outside, coffee mug steaming in your hand, you heard something that snapped you awake. The unmistakable growl of your prized ATV firing up, and not by you. Your heart jolted. The engine roared too loud. The tires squealed too fast. Blinking in disbelief, you saw Lisa, of all people, gleefully peeling out of your driveway on your machine. Her hair flapped wildly in the wind as she tossed you a carefree wave, the engine howling as she pushed it harder than you ever dared. What the hell? You stood there, stunned. Was this real? Had Lisa, the same Lisa who once asked if you'd noticed the discount on yarn at the craft store, really just hijacked your ATV for a joyride? The Lisa who couldn't back her sedan out of a parking spot without dinging a dumpster was now tearing down the street on a rig built for rugged trails. "Hey, Lisa!" you shouted, but it was pointless. She was already gone, the engine scream fading as she sped away, her laughter echoing faintly behind her. Scrambling to your feet, half laughing, half freaking out, you wondered, would she bring it back? What had you just unleashed? This wasn't some casual favor gone awry. This was Lisa on an ATV, a recipe for chaos. You knew her judgment was shaky at best. This was the woman who once tried drying her socks in a toaster to save time. Letting her borrow your ATV was starting to feel like the dumbest move you'd ever made. As you stared at the empty driveway, your phone buzzed. A text from Lisa. "I think I'm in trouble. Can you come get me?" Dread hit you like a cold splash. This wasn't a stuck at the gas station vibe. This was the kind of message that made your stomach sink. What had she done now? Before you could process it, your phone rang. It was her. You answered, trying to keep the panic out of your voice. "Hey, Lisa, what's going on? You okay?" Her reply crackled through, a mix of nerves and bizarre excitement. "So, I might have ended up near the border, and there are these guys with guns. I think they're border patrol or something. They're asking questions." You froze. Border patrol? The border? Had Lisa seriously taken your ATV to the U.S. border? Your mind raced. Had she crossed into Mexico? Was she in deeper trouble than you could imagine? Barely able to speak, you managed. "What do you mean near the border, Lisa? How did you get there?" "Well, I was just messing around, and I saw this big fence," she rambled. "I thought it was, like, a park or something. And then these guys showed up with guns, and I think they're mad." Your head spun. Border patrol. Guns. What was she doing? You half wanted to race to her, but the idea of diving into this insanity terrified you. This wasn't just a joyride gone sideways. It was spiraling into something wild. Taking a deep breath, you jumped into your truck, tires screeching as you peeled out. No time to dwell on how absurd this was. Lisa had driven your ATV into a border mess, and now you had to fix it. Fines, jail time, international incidents, all flashed through your mind as you sped off, hoping she hadn't done anything crazier than you feared. Your phone buzzed again. Another text from Lisa. "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cause trouble. They might call the police." You groaned. Police? Border patrol? ATVs? This was way beyond your pay grade. Glancing at the road, you fought the anxiety clawing up your spine. Lisa, the eternal loose cannon, had turned a normal day into a circus. But as you drove, doubt crept in. Could you have stopped her? Said no? Too late now. You were stuck cleaning up her mess, and it wasn't going to be simple. Your heart pounded as you neared the checkpoint, unsure what you'd find, but certain this was no longer just about an ATV. It was becoming one of those stories you'd tell forever. An ATV stealing, border crashing, Lisa-fueled fiasco. And, oddly, a tiny part of you was thrilled. The truck jolted over rough pavement as you raced toward the border checkpoint, hands gripping the wheel, so tight your knuckles whitened. You tried to focus, but all you could picture was Lisa, your ATV, and armed agents. It felt like a fever dream. She'd taken it without asking, sure, but how had it escalated into this? Her texts kept coming, sporadic and vague. "I'm just lost. I swear I didn't mean to cross into Mexico or wherever this is. Hurry, they're mad. Then, there's a guy with a huge gun. I don't know what to do." You wanted to laugh at the ridiculousness, but there was no time. Every mile felt like a countdown to disaster. Fines, paperwork, or worse. At the checkpoint, bright yellow signs loomed. and uniformed agents milled around military-style trucks. But Lisa wasn't in the chaos you'd imagined. No flashing lights, no standoff. Instead, she stood by a metal fence with an officer, looking bizarrely calm. Parking a few feet away, you hopped out as she waved. "Hey, over here." You hurried over, caught between relief and dread. The officer eyed you steadily. "What's going on?" you asked, glancing between them. Lisa grinned awkwardly. "I might have kinda ended up near the border. Not my fault. I didn't know it was the border. I thought it was just a big fence. I was exploring." You rubbed your face, exasperated. Her explanation was as useless as it was absurd. The officer smirked. "Gotta say, this is a first. People drive cars across the border, but an ATV? That's new." Lisa beamed. "See? Not a big deal. I was just having fun." He wasn't convinced. "Ma'am, I need you to come with me for more questions. And we're taking the ATV." Your stomach dropped. "Wait, you're taking it?" "It's mine." He shrugged. "It's impounded now. We'll sort it out with the authorities." Panic surged. Losing your ATV was bad enough, but Lisa in legal trouble was worse. You protested, but another officer started the paperwork. Lisa flailed. "I didn't do anything wrong. This isn't fair." The officer was unmoved. "It's not about fair, it's the law. Sir, I'll need your ID too. You're part of this." This was a nightmare. But then, a twist. The agent paused, his tone softening. "There's a way out. Help us with a small problem down the road, and we might overlook this." You blinked. Was he serious? He continued. "Lend a hand, and this could all go away." Lisa's eyes lit up. "Wait, what's the catch?" The agent's smile had an edge. "Not a catch, a favor. You help us, we help you." The stakes were high, and with Lisa's hopeful grin, you realized you might not have a choice. This ridiculous saga was far from over. The air thickened as the agent laid out his offer. Help them, and the ATV mess might disappear. He leaned in, voice low. "There's a group of bikers down the road, troublemakers harassing locals. We need eyes on them. Find them, and this goes away." Lisa's face lit up, already hooked, while you hesitated. Bikers? It sounded simple. Spot some troublemakers, save the day, but nothing with Lisa was ever straightforward. "What kind of bikers?" she asked, practically giddy. "Motorcycle types," the agent replied. "Leather jackets, loud, not subtle. They're in the mountains nearby. Let us know if you see them." He nodded toward a dirt road and walked off. Lisa bounced. "We're here anyway. Might as well help. I don't want my mugshot up anywhere." You sighed, nodding reluctantly. "Fine. But what are we looking for?" The agent had said they were easy to spot, but you weren't so sure. Climbing into the truck, Lisa vibrated with excitement. "This is so cool. I'll be the brains, you're the muscle. We'll find them. Maybe they're in a cave." You couldn't help but smirk at her enthusiasm, though doubt gnawed at you. Why were they so eager for your help? What weren't they saying? You drove into the wilderness, trees closing in as Lisa pointed out clues like a kid on a scavenger hunt. Then, a distant rumble, motorcycle engines, growing louder. Lisa whispered, "Bikers." "We're close." You crept forward, the roar deafening. In a clearing, half a dozen bikes sat haphazardly, their leather-clad riders laughing and drinking. Your heart raced. These were the guys. Lisa stared, thrilled. "Stay quiet," you hissed, but too late. A biker spotted you, grinning darkly. "We got company," he yelled. Chaos erupted. Engines revved. Bikes tore off, kicking up dirt. One skimmed past you as you and Lisa dove aside. "Go," she shouted, dragging you to the truck. She jumped in, screaming, "Drive." You floored it, chasing the fading roar. Adrenaline surged, no turning back now.